I'll be reading from Daughter of Magic, which is a wizard fantasy. It features a 15-year-old girl who comes from an old magical family but has prematurely concluded that she doesn't have any power of her own. And so she has, without knowing it, suppressed the power that she has. And so eventually she's going to have a lot. But at the beginning of the book, she doesn't know what's going on, but she's dreaming dead people. Luskell walked at twilight on a country road she didn't know. She wasn't lost. She was on her way to Deep River. It was the town that was lost, and she had to find it. She could make out silhouettes of scattered trees in the distance, but no lighted windows or darkened houses. Yet she knew she was near, the way she knew things in dreams. Oh, a dream, of course. She kept walking. But not alone. Luskell sensed a presence at her side, keeping pace with her. She didn't dare look, but stopped in the road and whispered, "Who are you?" "Don't you know me, Luskell?" Her fear fled, and she turned to face her companion. He was a tall young man, rail-thinned, with Momom's pale skin. It should have been too dim to see clearly, but a light from somewhere else showed his hair to be as red as Momom's too. "Ketwin?" He grinned. "You do know me. I knew you would. I told him you would." "But you're a baby. You're dead." "Had I lived, I would be 18 now, almost 19. Luskell struggled to make sense of this. She couldn't remember a time when she didn't know about her only sibling, a half-brother who died at birth. She had visited his grave, but she had never seen him. He died years before she was born. In her mind, he was both her big brother and her baby brother. She thought about him sometimes when she was lonely, but had never expected to speak to him. What did one say to a ghost brother? "You don't have any freckles." That sounded rude as soon as it was out of her mouth. "I guess you wouldn't. You've never seen the sun." "Even worse. I mean, you haven't, have you? Is there a sun where you are?" "That radiance from somewhere else." "No, but there is light." He looked up at the darkening sky. "Not like here." "Where are we?" "Your dreams." Oh. She swallowed bitter disappointment. Only a dream, as she'd suspected. "Then you're not real." "I'm not?" He made a face of such exaggerated confusion that she had to laugh. "You're teasing me. I'm your brother, after all. So I am real. See?" He laid his hand on her shoulder. His touch was cool and almost weightless, a tingling energy all the way to her fingertips. "You are." She wanted to touch him, but her own hand was too heavy to lift. "What are you doing in my dream?" "Grandfather Knott has taught me many things. Visiting dreams is one of them." "He's not your grandfather." Luskell didn't mean to sound jealous, but if there were anyone she would have wished to meet more than Ketwin, it was Knott. Everyone she knew told stories about the great wizard, a man who lived and died by his own rules. He died the spring before she was born. She never knew him either. Ketwin made a slight bow. "I thank you for sharing him with me." "Why haven't I dreamed of you before?" "I think you have." That sense of an unknown presence, she had felt it before in dreams, but had never put a name to it. "That was you, but I couldn't see anyone." "You weren't ready." "Ready for what?" "To see." That was no answer, but he didn't seem likely to give a better one. "Do you go into Momom's dreams?" "I used to, but it made her sad. I go to Crane sometimes. Dad, why not your own father? He laughed at that. He had a wonderful laugh, the kind that tickled. She wished she could hear it every day. Walgen has no power. What do you mean? We will meet again, Luskel, but now I must go. No, Ketwin, wait, The dream faded as she rose from the depths of sleep. She could hear other voices now, but feigned sleep a moment longer. She hated to lose such a good dream. It had seemed so real.